of Quran. It's about creating at a very moment. It's like this. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. İnnemâ emruhu izâ erede şey'en en yekûle lehu kün feyekûn. Fesubhanellezî biyedihi melekûtü küllü şeyin ve ileyhi turcaun. That means, indeed, his command when he wills a thing is be, and it is. So glory be unto him in whose hand is dominion of all things, and to him will you all be brought back. Yes, the main idea is here. God is unique and God is one, and He is exalted. He has infinite exaltedness, but He is very close to all things, and He is beyond the space, but He is present everywhere. And his being one, and yet himself holding all matters in his hand. That's the main idea of this verse. And but it seems like opposite to wisdom, wise. But can we explain? Can we find an explanation for this magnificent verse? Yes, certainly. First of all, from the light of Quran, we should take the guidance of divine name of light, which is Ismi Nur. It will solve our difficulties. First of all, let's start with a comparison. A single person may gain universality by means of various mirrors. A single person may gain universality by means of various mirrors. While being a single individual, he becomes like a universal possessing general qualities. He's one, but he is individuality, but he becomes universal by means of mirrors. For example, while the sun is a single individual, by means of single individual, at the same time, by means of transparent objects, it becomes universal, and so it fills face of earth with its images and reflections. And the sun has many manifestations as the number of droplets and shining motes on the earth face. Although the sun heat and light and the seven colors can be understood like the heat can be taken as a power, and the seven colors of white light means as seven attributes of the sun, of God, or like this, and the light and the shape of the sun can be taken as his words. That is to say, the sun will be each of our eyes, while it's far away from us, 150 million kilometers, and the sun can talk with each other without no obstacle, because at the same time without no obstacle, because every eye can hold a little sun on the people of the eye. So like this, the sun only one object, but by its rays and lights and shining on every mirror, it can be universal all through the earth and space. And let's go and after this comparison, let's go a representation to discuss the matter. The first is about the reflection of physical objects. The physical objects reflections are not the same as the reflected ones. They are not the same. They are dead. They are without life. They have no quality other than their apparent identity. And if you enter a room full of mirrors, you will see maybe 1,000 of you as on the mirrors, but all of them are dead. Only at the center you are alive. The other manifestations are dead. So the physical objects are like this, and the second one is the reflection of semi-physical objects. Maybe we call it physical luminous objects. It's about the reflection. This reflection is not the same as the thing reflected, but neither is it other than it. It does not hold the luminous object's nature, but it has most of its characteristics and may be considered as living, almost living. For example, let's remember the sun. It entered the world and displayed its reflection in all mirrors, and it present in each of the reflections are light and 7 colors in light, which are like the was pure power, it's like pure knowledge, and its 7 colors, the 7 attributes. This single sun would be present in all mirrors at one moment, and would be able to make each of a throne for itself and a sort of telephone for communication. One mirror would not be an obstacle to another. One mirror would not be an obstacle to another. It will be able to meet with all of us by means of our mirrors. While we are distant from the sun would be closer to us than ourselves. The third thing is about the reflection of luminous spirits. The spirits are made of nur, that means light, pure light, with no matter, not semi-luminous objects, directly luminous objects, only nur, only light. The reflection at this time is both living and the same as the spirits. The spirit characteristic can be seen on the mirror as like the original, but since it appears in relation to the capacity of the mirrors, it does not hold completely spirit's essence and nature. So let's take an angel. An angel can be at the prophet, can be stand on in front of the prophet Muhammad, Cebrail aleyhisselam, an angel, maybe the biggest angel, Gabriel we say, Cebrail aleyhisselam, sitting in front of the Muhammad aleyhisselam, and at the same time he's prostrating with his magnificent wings at the Arsh-ı Azam, yes, sublime throne, and at the same moment he is present in innumerable places and is relying divine commands, and one task is not an obstacle to another. So like this, indeed, we understand just as the things like glass and water act as mirrors to physical objects. Glass and water mirrors act as mirrors to physical objects. You may see the physical objects because on the face of glass or water. So the air and the ether, which fulfills the space, and certain beings of word simultates, are like mirrors to spirit beings. They become like means of transport and conveyance of the speed of lighting and imagination. The spirit beings travel in those pure mirrors and subtle dwellings with speed of imagination. They enter thousands of places at the same time. The spirits enter thousands of places at the same time. Because of these mirrors, like air, like ether, like like the things of word of simultates, imagination, maybe you may say. Yes. Despite being restricted particulars through the mystery of luminosity, imported and subjugated creatures like the sun, and semi-luminous beings restricted by matter like spirit beings may be present in numerous places while being in one place. And now no one can hide from God because of this matter. Because God has many names, beautiful names, and these names are consist of nur, means light, some kind of, or biggest light, and so the light come like spirits can travel all through the universe with no obstacle to another. No individual can be distant from his names, and no matter can be difficult for his actions for him, and no one can be concealed from his names, his attributes, and no one can draw close to his names or his essence without acquiring universality. So, although by means of its unrestricted light, immaterial reflection, the sun is closer to you than the pupil of your eye, since you are restricted, you are truly distant from it. In order to draw close to it, you have to transcend numerous restrictions and pass over many universal degrees. Simply, in effect, you have to expand to the size of Earth and rise as far as the moon, then you may be able to talk with directly to sun, directly meet with him, the sun, maybe. If you move high as the moon, without veils. In just the same way, the glorious one of beauty and beauteous one of perfection is infinitely close to you, while at the same time you are infinitely far away from him. If your heart has strength, try to point these comparisons, representations into practice.